wild hunt begins!
Hello everyone, Warringel here, and welcome back to the Wood Elves campaign for Mortal Empires. Now in the last episode we were able to take the capital of Paravan, leaving only the minor settlement of Montfort up here by the mountains left before we actually eliminate Paravan as a faction completely. We also started the quest chain for the Horn of Isha. Is it the Horn of Isha? No, Horn of the Wild. My mistake. Where we've got our objective now to actually gain 4 provinces completely. Now we've got 3, and if we go after Montfort, we could potentially get a 4th one then by going after Castle Bastan. If we can eliminate the army that's no doubt there, and take the settlement, this will give us the whole province of Bastan and allow us to go one step closer to unlocking the Horn of the Wild. But first, let's deal with Montfort. Now, does anyone need to be leveled up? Not necessarily. In that case, let's get Ryan head straight over towards Montfort. We're not going to just sit around and wait, we're going to go ahead and attack it. So, let's first of all just continue the siege a moment. Because we do have a few extra units we can add to the army. So example, Doden here. Let's level you up. Could continue giving you some combat skills. Endless Hunter? Nah, we're not really doing forest battles. Let's give you Assault. Let's give you Assassinate. For the moment. And then we'll have you can join up with Orion as well. Can you not? Oh no, of course. Damn it. I forgot. We actually did a agent action with him in the last turn. We actually put him in Orion's army, if I remember correctly. And even though he can move out and still move about, he can't be used now for this turn. In that case, what I can do with him is something that I was thinking of doing a little later, but since we're actually near Helmgart, I'm going to go and do it now. Because, as I talked about, one of the side objectives for this playthrough is not just to go up against the High Elves and the Wood Elves, but to reunite all of the Wood Elves on the map under our banner. And there is a Wood Elf faction over here in the Lawn Forest. Now, the Lawn Forest is somewhere around here. Should be able to just pop it up on the Midland, Data Schaffen. Should be pretty close by. I know it is. Come on, game. Work with me here. Lawn Forest, thank you. I'm going to have Doden go over there just to make contact with them. Because when we actually level up the Oak of Ages to tier 3, we can start confederating. And I'm hoping that the mechanics will allow me to actually confederate with the Lawn Forest as well, giving us a nice open location with quite a few building slots we can actually do some proper building with. But we need to actually contact them first, so Doden can go up and do that. Ariel, you need to be leveled up as well, see? Let's do you quick. I have Kurnos. Wayne Spence. Huh. In theory, if we gave Ariel an army with lots of ranged units, she can really let them do a lot of damage. I mean, 12% reduction in time and reload speed, extra missile damage, extra ammunition, extra speed as well. That is... wow. I'm not going to worry about that now. Let's go Sublime Focus. Gives me extra winds of magic to use. And while it's tempting to go for one of the passive boosts, in fact, extra speeds, extra power reserves. Let's just do Life Bloom. Having that little bit of extra healing done every time we cast a spell is going to come in handy. But you can come up then and join up behind your husband. Like so. Then we click you, and head straight to the battle. Okay then. How are we going to go about doing this? Well, we've got a gate right in front of us. Only a couple of towers. Although if we came around this way... because don't forget, we've got the mod in place that actually extends the range, the arc I mean, of towers. So they can actually shoot even up close to the wall. So if we came along here, I'm afraid about getting shot up by potentially 4 to 5 towers. Whereas if we come this side, we can get 3 in, and then it only gets down to 2. And we can still go after the gate if I really wanted to. Plus, Ariel is going to be coming in from this side. Right. In that case, I think we're going to do exactly that. Let's just try and gamble for a little bit of extra magic, first of all. And we managed to get it. 80 power reserve. Should hopefully be enough for our needs. Now let's get you guys set up, and they're just going to go quickly as they can to try and get up on the walls, just like last time. We'll have my ranged units behind them ready to start advancing too. We'll put you guys on loose spacing just to help out a bit. The Wild Riders can stay back in the woods for now. You guys can stay over this side. Orion, you're just going to head straight towards the gates, I think. Assissa, we're going to have you line up here ready to start casting spells on to heal up my troops. And Ariel's going to be making her way onto the battlefield. That is everyone. Let's just get going. So let's straight away get my troops running up to make their way onto the walls. Maybe not the way I was actually intending it. I didn't realize. Crap. My fault. No matter. We'll have you guys come around this way. Hopefully that should allow us to do some damage. The Skywatchers were pretty unoccupied over this side. Let's have you come over here and then attack the Peasant Bowmen. Right, Wild Riders can stay over there. Ariel's making her way onto the battlefield. Okay, we'll see how we do. Alright, in the meantime, like I said, we want to try and keep some of my troops healed up. So, let's continue using some Earth Blood and things like that. If I get Assissa a little closer, might even be able to take advantage and start using some Awakening of the Woods inside the settlement. But for now, let's get you guys move a little bit closer. Ariel is all the way over there. Come over here and see if you can help against the gatehouse as well. Right, a few more points left. Can't cast it on the men-at-arms yet. Okay, that's fine. Move up a little further. In fact, you could just come here and get hidden, it looks like. Alright, we should be able to take the walls easily enough. But still, better safe than sorry. Alright, let's cast another one of those over here. No, I asked you to go after the gatehouse, please. Thank you. Alright, and let's try and help my units out a bit by going after some of theirs inside. For example, let's drop some of this down. And do this. Let them loose the hounds. Perfect. Already got one unit retreating, and the others is starting to pull back. The Skywatchers are doing a fantastic job there. Okay, let's try and boost a little bit by going after... Nope, they're too far away. Huh. Okay, my troops are now up on the walls. We should be able to make short work of them. Right, so let's get you continuing to go after that. Fantastic. Okay, Skywatchers, now that you're more or less done your job up here, let's have you go after those. Unless... And as a paladin, right. Where's my forces making their way up on there? Okay, let's get enough Earthbloods right here, just to heal up my troops. Okay. Twilight Spears are up on the walls here. We should be able to deal with the men-at-arms here easily enough. Skywatchers again, doing a fantastic job. Right. Anything we can try and do to help my forces out a bit? If we overcast this... Wait for it. There we go. Alright, she's arrived just in time now to start helping out there. You guys make your way over here. You guys... Move forward now, ready to start attacking the enemy on top of the walls. I mean, we should be just fine, but you never know. Alright, let's heal up some more of our men here. Okay, you guys are going to start doing a bit of damage now against the spears. Have you now focus your attention on the peasant bowmen here. Alright, time to cast some more. Alright, let's drop that on top of them. Quickly now. And let's lose some dogs as well. How are we doing over on this side? Still got some peasant bowmen to deal with. We've still got the units here. But seems like we're doing okay at the moment. How are we doing here? 23%. Ariel? Let's actually get you up onto the wall here, please. And just to help out a little bit, cast Flock of Doom over on these guys as well. Okay, Skywatchers, you're finishing off those. Great news. Let's have you guys come over here now and deal with the spearmen. Right, let's have... What do you have here? Knights of the Realm. Spearmen at Arms. Right, let's get my Sky Watchers over here. Out of the way. And we'll be able to focus on dealing with them. Okay, again, how much magic we've got left? 32. It's going to take a little while for them to sort themselves out. Okay, heal up them. Okay, Ariel, I've asked you to make your way up onto the walls. If you can do that for me, please, that would be appreciated. Okay. Here come their knights. Let's bring you guys back up onto here if possible. If we can try and take them out before we deal with the knights, that will help us out a bit. But the Twilight Spears, I need you up onto the walls here, please. Just get yourselves up on there. Ideally, in fact, let's have you guys come after these. And deal with the men-at-arms there. Okay, Foot Squires have been defeated. You've taken quite a bit of damage, though. This is not ideal. Okay. Let's have a look. We've captured that gate. Let's have you guys come over here and capture that position. Ariel now is up on the walls. That's fine by me. Can we have you go up against that paladin? You could actually. It's quite low threat. Okay, you two, let's get you back on loose formation. We want you guys up on the walls now. When we can get a right position. Do something like that. Alright, we need you to come over here and deal with them. Ariel, finish off the spearmen here, please. I mean, you're a big, scary lady. You should be able to do just fine. And that just proved it to me. Alright, go after them. Yeah, we'll leave her to it. Pavon still owned that. But we've now taken most of these settlement towers up here now. That's great. Wood Elves now own it. Great. Alright, that still needs to be occupied. That's been defeated. Where's that weak... I still want you guys to come over here. Take that tower, please. At this point now, we haven't really got much enemies left to face. We've got a Knight of the Realm unit, the Prophetess, and we've got that Paladin sitting around down here that can't do anything because he's on horseback. Let's have you come over here, Skywatchers, and go after that Prophetess. Alright, I want the gates captured so we can actually get Orion back in. In that case, I'll tell you what, let's grab you apart from you. Alright. Yeah, let's grab you and you. And let's start bringing you down. Just so we can actually start capturing the gate and let Orion inside. Okay, you're just going to do some light damage. There's not really much these guys can do. But, to be fair, they've killed 128 already. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Right. Men-at-Arms, you really feel comfortable about trying to fight me? Okay. Area, come in now. Alright, the doors have opened for you. Right. Wild Riders, let's bring you in as well to join your king. Right. Let's start doing some damage against these Knights of the Realm. And... wait for it. Okay, let's time this just right. Oh, you damn it. Clever girl. Right. Okay, stop. If they want to come and let us shoot at them, then we'll do that. But there's no need to sacrifice any more elven lives if we can avoid it now. So as you can see, their morale is already starting to fall. After all, we don't have to defeat them completely. We just need to get them to retreat. And then we've won the battle. So you're about to waver. Come on. That one's already gone. There we go. Victory is mine. Nice and easy. Right. We'll take a moment with the last bit of magic we have at our disposal just to heal up some more of my troops. So Ariel can do you. And if you guys can be healed up as well. Every little bit's going to help, isn't it? Right. So with that, let's hit enter. A decisive victory. And we'll head back to the campaign map. So, a decisive victory later. Very few casualties. I'm glad about my troops. Have done a good job in that fight. I only wish, in a way, that, well, you guys didn't actually kill a single person, so the game don't lie to me. But, we managed to take very few casualties, and Montfort belongs to us. And we could raise it, just get a nice, really big sum of money, but I'm going to sack it, get a bit of extra cash, and a potion of foolhardiness, sword of anti-heroes, the young stag, all this stuff. Ario is now known as Man's Ruin as well. Handy. Orion's become a looter. Fair enough. But now, let's get you inside Montfort. Seed it. And Paravon has now been destroyed. Now, let's repair Montfort. And what am I going to get here? Well, we could build iron. I mean, that doesn't really give me much in the way of income, but it does give me an extra trade resource. That could come in handy. The Undergrowth Lookouts, not that concerned. What about these? To be honest, I feel kind of tempted to try and go for another Waystone, just for the extra casualty replenishment. But at the same time, I mean, we've got options. Could actually start working on these as well. Because like I've talked about before, while you look at that and you think, oh, it's only 1%, it's not that big a deal. Imagine what happens when you actually get 10 of these. All of a sudden, every army has a 10% bonus. When you talk about 50 of them, that's an extra 50% bonus. It all adds up over time, so... And I'd rather get that... I'll tell you what, actually. I'm going to go for Foraging Groves. Let's get that bonus to income. It's only 2%, but it all adds up over time. So we'll let that happen, and we've now got a lot of money to spend. What am I going to spend it on, though? Let's have a look. Got 3 turns until these can fully replenish. You know what, actually? Have we got any regiments? Yeah, we do. Right. So we get the Winterheart Guards. I believe these guys are slightly better than typical Eternal Guards. And they do have... What do they have as bonuses? Can I check? Quick. Shielded, decent armor piercing, fast stalker, charge defense against all. Yeah, I'll take those, certainly. Does put me now in the negative, but only minus 39. I'm not that concerned. Now, I did talk about actually wanting to try and get some war dancers. Now, I'm not going to go too crazy with them because a combination of the mods I'm using with the tabletop caps prevent me from recruiting that many special units, which war dancers do count. But also because at the end of the day, the Eternal Guard and Glade Guard are our mainstay units. So we kind of want to have as many of those as possible and just supplement them when needed. Now, we could go all the way back, but we do have plenty of money to at least get 1 unit, I think. Can we get 2? No, we can only get 1. Oh, because the maximum amount of specials. Okay, that's fine. So we can have that. Ariel can stay here. Both Orion and Asisa need to level up. But we do have still more cash. Let's have a look. Kingsglade. I could actually spend some amber and upgrade to a hollow. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. The only thing is, I decided on what 2 buildings I want to build here. Because there's so many of them I want to get my hands on. Like, if I just pop onto the building browser. With the next upgrade, we can get our hands on the Wildwood Waystones, giving me a research bonus and unlocking the Warden of the Wildwood position. I do want to get my hand on a Muster Stone, so we can get my hands on some more Wild Riders. We do want to get this Asrai Forge and upgrade it. If we want to give the War Dancers Asrai Spears, shields to the Wild Riders and shields to the Eternal Guard. I do want to get more Bowmen, so Glade Guard will come in handy, especially as we upgrade it. I want to get Dryads, because having Branch Wraiths and Treekin will be very useful to the army. We can even get Hordes eventually as well. We also want to, once we start confederating, we want to get our hands on this, so we can actually increase the bonuses from Grapevines everywhere. We've just got so much stuff that I want to get my hands on. Fact, 50 bundles of medicinal plants. That's a lot of trade from this one. Just so much stuff to get. The only thing is that we can get more once we start confederating with the other factions, but we can't do that until the Oak of Ages goes up to tier 3, and we've got, in fact, how much more do we need? 20 amber before we can actually get it up to the next level. Right, looks like we're going to be going after a few more places soon. But let's click this. Orion, what am I going to give you? I actually feel a little tempted just to go for bonuses for these two. Or we could start working on his missile damage and increasing his combat abilities. Nah, let's go Piercing Thorn and Bolts of the Forest. Eventually, which one is it? We probably want to go for this one, so we can increase our Wild Riders and make them even better. But for now, those two would be quite a nice bonus. We'll go for those. Next one, Assissa. Let's give you... In fact, let's give you a bonus for Earthbloods. And I'm actually going to give you Shield of the Thorn. No, I'll tell you what we'll do. Life Bloom, so we always get a little bit of extra healing done. And Shields of the Thorn. This is an area of effect spell that affects all units nearby. And as you can see, it gives a physical resistance bonus, which is quite useful when we're considered how lightly armoured the Wood Elves are. So that will come in handy. Now as for you, my dear, I'm going to ask Ariel here to start making her way over to the border, just so we can spy and see what's going on at Castle Baston. But for now, I think that's really everything we needed to do. No, actually. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I will recruit that. I was thinking about actually recruiting, heading back down to Power Von, because next turn we'll be getting our hands on Hawk Riders and Giant Eagles. That would be nice. But let's end the turn for now. Okay. So, Bordello is called a Errantry War. That's fine. Nothing to do with me. Who's claimed... Oh, the Scourge of Cain have claimed it. Okay. And well, we have a trespass in the form of Cal Franz. But to be honest, he's just probably heading back off to the Empire since he's taken a massive orca. So I'll just leave him to it. Ariel, let's bring you over to here now so we can just spy out what's going on. Yeah. Bohemon's got a bit of an army there. And don't forget, we will have the garrison to contend with as well. Although, at least this time we won't have to worry about dealing with Grail Knights. Not that they were a bigger deal last time, were they? Right. How should we go about doing this? Ooh, we can get Giant Eagles. It does cost me an amber resource, though. And it does mean another turn of waiting about. But they are quite handy. I'll probably get my hands on them later. For now, though, we'll let them have their one more turn. And what I'm going to do, I think, is actually try and bait out Bohemond. So what we'll do is declare war on him, keep Ariel nearby, and have Orion set up an ambush position. So when they ride out of the army thinking, oh yes, we'll be able to go after this weak army, we'll be able to ambush them and really get into position to go after them quickly. So it gives me an opportunity as well to wait for my troops to replenish. Although saying that, I would like to get them up to full strength, that it's still going to be 2 turns until you do. And we do have some cash spare. So I'll tell you what, let's actually get that unit of Great Eagles. They're not Hawk Riders, so they're not going to be able to shoot, but let's be honest. My Hawk Riders, these Skywatchers, have not really proven themselves when it comes to missile capability. Their skills lie in other areas. For now though, I think that's everything we need to worry about this turn. Just double check. I haven't got anyone yet. Oh no, that's something I do need to check. Now don't forget, we have to pay attention to the seasons, right? Because when it comes to winter, we are going to lose Orion as a commander. So, there we go. It's actually 3 turns left until winter starts. The Forest is preparing for his cold sleep. So as you can see, anything like the Great Eagles and stuff like that will have a debuff to their replenishment. But when it actually turns to winter, we're going to lose Orion, and we're going to have a new commander have to take his place. But for now, let's just hit end turn once more. Doden is still continuing off. I think it's going to be another couple of turns before he actually arrives at the Lauren Lawn Forest. And I'm just hoping that none of the Empire factions have done anything to them. I suppose we'll find out when we get up there. Heinrich Kemmler, what are you after? Probably wants a non-aggression pact. I'm not gonna accept him just because I have a bit of a optional thing for me to consider when it comes to picking my enemies, in order to make it so we have a bit more excitement in the campaign, but I'll talk about that during the next bit. But for now, I'm just going to decline his offer of a non-aggression pact. Both monsters decided to wander off from Baston, leaving the settlement undefended. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But it's back to the turn. Betonia also has called for infantry to come and join. We've managed to get our war dancers. You can read about them here if you're interested. For those of you that know your Warhammer 40,000, the war dancers are basically the Harlequin. So, very much the same way they perform dances and follow the trickster god, Loic. Or the laughing god. Is it the laughing god? Yeah, it's the laughing god for the Eldar, isn't it? It's been a little while. I need to get back into the Warhammer and actually remember my lore a bit. Anyway, Doda, you're continuing off on your journey over there. I'll leave you to your devices. You're recruiting your last bit in order to get your hands on them.
Awaiting orders.
Ariel, you're just sitting around for the moment. Alright, what's going to be a good ambush spot? If they end up coming back. To be honest, right where we are is probably the best one. In fact, it's not really good anywhere. 45%, 45%. Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on the situation here. Right, so Ariel does that. Doden's moved. Orion's still waiting. That's everyone. We are losing a bit of cash now, unfortunately. But when we get another turn, we'll be just fine then. That will give us a little bit of extra income. But also with the Oak of Ages, once we upgrade it, we actually, as you can see, get a 10% upkeep bonus. So we'll start saving a bit of money from all the upkeep we're spending on Orion's army at the moment. We've still only got 2 more turns though until we need to recruit a new commander. Now, I've got plans for this commander myself based on my Wood Elf character I've used to use in when I created armies in the past. I've talked about it before. I used to enjoy it as a hobby, so just creating armies on the spreadsheets and stuff like that, and coming up with stories for them and things like that. So I do have a character in mind for their army. But I was also going to be talking about Heinrich Kemmler. Now, something I thought about to try and make the campaign a little bit more engaging, a little bit more less passive, I guess you could say, around at this point, is to actually make it so we have to consider any threats to Athelloren. Not just direct threats, like invasions or what have you, but also any potential indirect threats, especially coming from corruption. So if we have any vampiric corruption coming in this Athelloren, we need to hunt down the people spreading it and kill them. If we get chaos corruption, same thing. So I do feel a little tempted to maybe be a bit preemptive on Blackstone Post and eliminate Heinrich Kemmler. We could also do the same in Mucilon if we wanted to. But I don't know. Mucilon though would also make a handy location for us to set sail over to Athelloren. I mean, not Athelloren, sorry, Ulthuan. Looks like Lothlin is already starting to spread a bit. Otherwise, the other option if we don't go after Mucilon is to head our way down here, go after the Dread Fleets, and start healing the Land of Corruption here. I don't know. I didn't realize the Dread Fleet... they must have actually done that recently, because last I saw, I thought that was ruins. No matter. But anyway, that's sort of a plan, just in order to keep things a little bit more interested in here. But for now, we end at the turn once more. I'll let Odin continue on his journey a little bit more. Looks like he's only 2 turns away this time from making his way there. And I suppose once we actually confederate with Durfu and Aguilon, the more factions that we encounter now, the potential trade partners we can get is going to increase as well. We'll keep an eye on things though, just in case, as you guys know from your own experiences, the more that we meet, the more chances we have of someone declaring war on us. Calfans is still waiting around in Betonia. Interesting.
You may speak your honeyed words, but I will see the light.
Dive, what do you want? You want a defensive alliance. But you know what? I'm actually going to take him up on it. Anything that's going to improve our relationship with him so we can later confederate is going to come in handy. Ooh, the Great Stag. The Great Stag is a revered and treasured creature of Athlauren, renowned for its magical ethereal properties. Many say it represents the soul of the forest itself. On a hunt one day, you came across one of the majestic creatures, presenting you with a unique opportunity. It is the way of the forest to hunt, a part of the natural cycle of life. If you could claim the antlers of such a beast, you will be honoured as true master of the hunt. Yet there is much to be said for staying your hand and leaving the beast in peace. So if we go for and hunt it, it will cost us some money, but increases all my missile damage for my armies by 10%. Wow, that's good. If we leave it be, we get untainted. Well, corruption is not a problem at the moment, so I'm actually going to spend the money. Get that little bonus to our missile damage. Right, you, my good sir, make your way over now to the Long Forest. Until we can contact them. Factions encountered. There we go. Now that we've done that, we don't really need to worry ourselves too much about anyone else. I'm going to actually get him to start making his way back towards Montfort. So you can go and do that. Milene. Actually, let me check something quick on diplomacy. Two things, in fact. Firstly, I want to check out Baston because, yeah, I couldn't help but notice that during the end turn phase that Baston's strength has gone really, really down. So I'm guessing he might have tried to fight Mucilon because he is at war with the faction, and Bohemond lost. So we have an opportunity now, if we're aggressive enough, to go after them quite quickly. Unfortunately, we can't get there now until the next turn, so we'll probably do that in the next episode and attack the castle itself. We'll move Orion over here, though, ready to go. Unless... No, I tell you what we could do. As silly as this might be, we're going to declare war on Baston. Do that. And we're going to send Ariel in to attack. Now, as you guys know, we're not going to be going after and build siege equipment, but I'm not going to get her to attack either. We'll continue the siege, just because this is going to prevent them from recruiting any more units. While we do that, though, just in case they get any ideas, I'm going to force march him up behind Ariel. Now, if they do decide to try and sally forth, my men will be at, reduced vigor, because they're going to be tired. But they're not going to be able to do it without the army joining in. So that's going to help us out a bit. So that happened there. Everything else is now pretty much done. You've upgraded here. Okay, great. Now what do I want to spend my money on? Could actually upgrade the grapevines. It costs a lot of money and we're only going to get an extra 200. I don't know if that's really worth it right now. But there's not really much else we can do to try and get money. I mean, we could go for something like these. That just gives us extra trade resources. This, I don't know if it actually works in our region or if it just works for adjacent provinces. I really don't know. So much stuff, though. That for the extra research. What does that actually give me? The position, I mean. Warden of the Wild Woods. If I go onto here... Local province gives you a thing. Local region's cheaper. It's not that big a deal, really. The one that we do want to try and get is this one, which will allow me to trade them with non-Wood Elf factions. But the only way we can build this is actually up at Aguilon, so where Durfu is. So we have to confederate with them first. We also get Starlight Craftsman. That will come in handy. The Protector of the Oak as well. We need to get at some points. No. I'll tell you what we could get. Where is it? The Asrai Forge. We'll get that, so we can actually start getting Eternal Guard with our shields. Then also, I do want to get a Muster Stone. Do I get it now, though? Nah, we'll save it for the moment, just because if we don't, we'll pretty much go into red quite quickly. one thing I will do... Let's check out the Forge of Starlight. I don't know if I've done anything yet with this, but in case I haven't, at the moment, until we actually confederate with Togovan, we can only make these 4 magical items. And as you can see, there are different types of arrows that the Wood Elves can get. So Arcane Bodkins are armor piercing, Starfire give flaming attacks, Swift Shiver allows us to do the rapid fire and shoot multiple shots, and Hagbane does poison attacks. We could recruit one of these and give it to our general who's going to be replacing Orion when he actually takes a wound next turn. But I don't know if I'm going to recruit... I want to recruit a Glade Lord. But if we have any better options with a Dark Weaver or a Ancient Tree Man or something like that, that would be quite nice. But I do kind of want to have a Glade Lord for my character. So let's hit end turn for now. And we'll sort that out then. And we'll be ready then for the end of the episode too. Huh. Kazakh is come after King's Glade. Oh well, crap. I didn't expect that. Well, we're going to end the episode here then, as we're going to have to fight this battle. Now we do have a few units at our disposal, including a Tree Man and Tree Kin in that to help us. And luckily for me, they don't have Cygors. But this is going to be a bit of a fight on our hands. But we'll sort this out in the next episode. So for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I do hope you join me next time for more Warhammer. But until then, everyone, take care. And goodbye for now.